Hey folks, you're OSReviews.com. You're watching our video first look at the iPieces Game of Goose. This is an interactive game that's meant to be designed with your tablet, specifically the iPad and running iOS series for the operating system. It also claims to be working with the iPod Touch and of course the iPhone series. As long as you have the newer firmware update, then you should be fine and it is compatible. Now this isn't the first interactive game that's been designed for either Android or iOS we've seen, but essentially it combines physical game pieces that will interact with the screen on your electronic gadget when placed on it. It seems like a pretty cool concept, and in the past it actually worked surprisingly well. We're not exactly sure on the technology behind it, but again, if you place the game pieces, or again in other devices we've reviewed, some certain things onto the actual device or the iPad or the tablet, interactive animation would appear on the screen, and it's worked pretty well in the past. As far as pricing, the Game of Goose will be priced at $12. You can purchase it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, and also Best Buy, and it's fairly inexpensive for an interactive toy. It's usually more expensive with this type of packaging and advertising, but it's a pretty respectable price, and we're hoping that the game will actually work pretty well. Taking a look at the descriptions, it's basically the classic Game of Goose, but you have to download the application for your iOS device first before you can actually get going. Of course, it's most ideal for your iPad because it has a larger screen. Unfortunately, again, there's no compatibility with any Android tablets, which we would have liked to see. Again, the application is free in the marketplace, and it includes a QR code that you can scan and then, of course, download from the App Store in a few seconds to a few minutes, depending on your network, and it's pretty cool. It's also for ages 4 and up because of the smaller moving pieces. There are interactive pieces and animations of flying geese as the pieces will move across your iPad, and essentially that's it. From online on Amazon.com, this device is receiving a 2.5 out of 5 rating, which isn't so good. Some people say that it's not really intuitive and not so interactive, but some people say it actually works pretty well. So we'll have to do some testing and, of course, post a review soon on our own website. Taking a quick look at the packaging, it looks, again, pretty cool. It says iPieces. This is one of the pieces that are included. Of course, the app is included, but you have to download it from the App Store. It's very similar to Hasbro's MyView that we saw with the 3D viewer. You have to download your own applications, and also the Bluetooth controllers we've reviewed in the past. And essentially that's it. It's by Pressman. And you can see it says brings the game to life and animations. There's the QR code for more information and also for the application and download instructions. So taking it out of the box, essentially over here we have what looks like a magnifying glass almost, but you have the instructions for the downloading of the application. It also has some other applications like fishing game, air hockey, snakes and ladders. I think that this might be a better choice than Flying Goose because I've actually never heard of this game before, but we will see. There are the instructions printed in full color. This is the application's QR code, or you can search it up manually. How to place it onto the actual piece. It's a scratch-resistant material, so it's not going to scratch your screen, and then store your pieces away from dust and sand so that it's still interactive enough. Requires iPad, iPad 2, or iPad 3. So it works with the original Model 2, which is kind of interesting. We're going to have to see what technology this is. I don't think it's anything electronic, so is it magnetic? Who knows? So the pieces themselves are in here, and that is it actually for the packaging. It comes with 6 pieces of 6 different colors, so presumably, not sure how many players can use this, perhaps 2, and then maybe up to 6, not exactly sure on that one. And there you go. There are the pieces. They don't look actually really interactive from afar, not really heavy at all. They just feel like they're made out of plastic that's pretty lightweight. And you can see, for example, the pieces here, they have a felt bottom, so they won't scratch your iPad surface as you're moving them. But they are pretty simple and simplistic, so I'm not expecting anything too fancy. It's pretty easy to see, pretty easy to read as far as the coloring is concerned. It's not too flimsy in terms of the quality, but it doesn't really seem too electronic either. So I'm kind of going to have to see if the interactive claim is going to be true or not in our full review. So if you're interested, keep posted, and we're going to post an article soon on our website at OSReviews.com, and of course our brother site at OSTechNews. Thanks for watching this unboxing/video first look at the Flying Goose iPieces interactive game for iPad.